So what's going on, guys? My name is Jug, and today I just want to give you guys a insight on the Advanced Warfare zombie storyline that we could be seeing. And you know, there's some pretty solid proof to back this up, and I want you guys to understand in this video that why zombies is only actually played on Riot, the whole entire zombie storyline within this video, what is going to be probably produced in future DLC, and a lot more stuff to do with that. I hope you guys really do begin to understand this storyline, because I believe they're going to be implementing a lot of mysteries and story and Easter eggs into this zombies game mode in future DLC content. And guys, also, if you want to go check out some real cool Advanced Warfare multiplayer gameplays, because I suck at multiplayer, but if you guys want to go check some real cool multiplayer gameplays out where people do go really good, go check out my friend Killing and Winning. His link will be in the description below. But anyway, guys, before we actually get into this video, you guys have to watch the cutscene for Advanced Warfare Zombies that we get to be able to understand the story.
Look at me. Are you ready? What happened down there? Okay. You're safe inside. There's 3 of us left.
Now, you guys are probably thinking, well, how do zombies get on Riot? And this is going to include some plot spoilers, no major actual campaign spoilers involved in this whole thing at all. But basically, there's a thing called the Manticore, and it kind of is designed to wipe out the whole of the US. Now, if we look right now, we can see in this cutscene about the Manticore.
This is Manticore, a biological agent designed to target specific genotypes. If your DNA signature isn't in the Atlas database, you're dead.
So, he can drop this in the middle of a battle. His troops live, ours die.
That's right. Contact with even a single spore is fatal. Chem suits are useless.
Is it operational?
Unknown. But because he produced this sample, he could already be manufacturing at an industrial scale.
So now we know that the Manticore actually kills people that aren't working for Atlas or are not in the Atlas database on impact. And we see this when Nox actually dies, which is sort of a campaign spoiler, but he's not really a big player in the campaign anyway. So, yeah, he actually gets killed by the Manticore, and we see that this can relate to the zombie storyline, and you'll see why when he gets killed.
Grab cover! Those tanks will chew us apart in the open! Gideon, give me cover fire! Weapon cache dead ahead! I'm covering you! Grab them, Chico! What the hell are they doing?
What's happening?
Nox is down. I need immediate medevac on my location.
No, it's Manticore. We gotta pull back. Get everyone out!
Why aren't we affected?
Irons engineered it to be harmless to his own troops. The 3 of us must have been inoculated.
So as we can see from Nox dying right there, we see that he is not part of Atlas, and that the Manticore actually ends up killing him. Now, as we see just before he dies, we get a good look at what is happening to him and what is going on with his face. And when he dies, we see that he is completely pale, just like a zombie. His eyes are bloodshot red. He's got blood all around his mouth, and he genuinely looks a lot like a zombie. Now, of course, all 3 of the other characters are part of that, or were part of Atlas, and so obviously are still on the database. But how does he reincarnate into a zombie? Because obviously in the campaign he doesn't reincarnate. Now we don't quite know, but we'll touch into that a little bit later on in this video. Now that we've learned about what the Manticore does and what it is, we're going to be moving on to why zombies are only on the prison map Riot. Now I can give you a explanation of this, and it is pretty legit. And that is the fact that if we look on screen right now at this gameplay we're seeing, we can see that there are body bags preserved, like preserved body bags. Now let's not forget that this Manticore can be launched all over the world, and that there is a secret database that has all the names and all the DNA of these people that worked or are in Atlas that will not die from it. Now in these body bags we can see the people that have died from the Manticore, and they're now being kept in the secret chambers in Riot, because that's Riot's purpose. Riot is a prison, but it is also a workplace for Jonathan Irons and his secret technicians, and they're trying to work on zombies and getting people to reincarnate and come back to life. Now there are dozens of rooms scattered around Riot with all of these dead bodies preserved in them, waiting to turn into zombies, and basically these scientists are working on these zombies. Nobody knows why, but apparently it's going to change the world. Now basically if we go into another bit of this mission, we can see about all these zombies that are being worked on, and if you look at their facial expressions you can see that they look exactly like the people that have been killed by the Manticore, and they look exactly like zombies. Now nobody knows how this Manticore turns them, but we'll just have to wait and find out. Now looking back on the Riot EXO survival, we end up seeing a Manticore DNA bomb drop, but we survive because of course we are part of Atlas. And one thing to note is that Gideon is there as well, and he is well and alive. And I want to question about this, and it's whether this is just a simulation or not, because there is either two ways of this, and it's obviously because Gideon gets pulled out and we don't know whether he dies or not, but it's believed that he is dead because he gets pulled out by a zombie and probably eaten. Now if we look at EXO survival on Riot, and if you look up in the sky you can actually see that it is a big blue bubble. Now this big blue bubble is just what happened, it's the exact same as what happened in the campaign on the second mission where we try out for Atlas, and it's just a simulation. You have to try and rescue a president, and if he gets shot in the head, obviously you fail the mission. Now this could just be testing how the Manticore is going to affect humans, and obviously it's just a simulation, and if you let Gideon die you failed the mission, or is it something else and it's actually a Manticore outbreak? We don't know guys, but I just want to thank Mr. Dalek JD for all, well not for all of it, but the theory on the Manticore and then my interpretation of how zombies started. Hope you did enjoy. Leave a like guys and subscribe, and I'll see you all later.